Hey guys, this is Chandra, and I'm making another mini album because you know I'm obsessed. And this one is an envelope mini album, and the cover I'm going to do is a little bit different than what I normally do. And I am going to show you how I'm doing this wraparound cover. Okay, so this tutorial can be used for anything, any size album. Obviously, you would make the album covers just like you would any other album. You know, like if your pages are 5 by 7, then you would make the covers 5.5 by 7.5. Make your spine accordingly if you want it 2 inches, 2.25 inches. Okay. And then this piece right here, which is going to basically be the same as the spine. And then this piece is going to wrap over the front of it. So I made this 2 inches. So I just wanted to show you how I do this really quick. Once I get done with the album and show you, it'll make more sense. But because I don't usually do a whole mini album twice, I only do them once, I wanted to go ahead and record this. So for my album, I'm making an envelope mini album, and so my envelopes are 5 by 7. I'm sorry, the envelopes are actually 5.25 by 7.25. So I made my covers 5.75 by 7.75. I made two spines at 2.75 by 7.75, and then I made one piece at 2 inches by 7.75. And I'm using my craft text to create my spines. So I'm going to use the 2.75 by 7.75 spine, and I'm just going to apply tape here on the spine piece, and I'm going to attach it to the craft text. And you could use the Tyvek envelopes instead of the craft text. You could use cardstock instead. I just like using this craft text because then the spines don't crack, and it seems like every cardstock cracks. So this just avoids all the cracking. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my spine, I'm going to center it, or you could measure. This is actually 3.5 inches. So my spine is 2.25. So I'm just going to kind of eyeball it. It doesn't have to be perfect. I'm going to place it there. Let me see, I've got about 1, 2, 3, 4, 1.5 inches and 1.75 inches. So, I mean, I could cut off like 1/4 inch or 1/8 of an inch, but I'm not going to worry about it. Now I'm going to apply tape to my spine, or not my spine, but my cover, and also a piece here. And I'm just, you know, covering it. Do the exact same on the other side. I'm just leaving a little gap here. And I'm going to apply a piece on the second cover, which is the back or the front or whatever. I'm just going to burnish these down really good because sometimes this does not stick well to the craft text, and I've said that before. Now I'm just going to peel off the tape backing off of one side, and I'm going to place my cover in there, and I'm going to use a gap of 2 pieces of chipboard together like I normally do. So I'm just putting those in there. I'm going to push this up against it, and I'm making sure that it's level on the bottom. Now I'm going to do the second side, which will be the front or the back or whatever. And if you choose, you could cover your chipboard pieces with cards or pattern paper now, so that when you mat it on here or you put it on here, that it's already matted, and the craft text will be on top of that. But I haven't decided yet what I'm gonna do, and I actually don't even need this much of a gap around it, but we'll see what happens. I don't know, like I said, what I'm doing with the cover as far as decorating it. So I'm doing 2 pieces of chipboard again in between And I'm just going to put it down. Looks like I got this crooked a little bit. Let's see if I can take it off. Nope, it's going to be crooked. All right, so now I have 2 pieces of Craft Text just cut at 2 inches. And I'm just going to apply it here. I'm going to apply my 2 1/4 spine next. And this is just, I am going to just put 1 inch on each side. That's what I'm going to do so I know. I'm just going to kind of pinch this so I know where the halfway mark is. Just for myself. I'm going to put 1 inch on one side, the other inch on the other side. So I'm just going to put this here. Trying to line it up so that there's enough room top and bottom to wrap around. And I'm going to find a piece of chipboard here so that I can put 2 pieces. I think I'm going to rotate this around just so that I can butt the 2 pieces up here and then put the cover, butt it up against that. Now making sure I put pressure on it so that I don't get a gap again like I just did with the other one. And I'm pressing it down. You do the exact same thing to this side so that when you'll see it's going to be cool. I might even do magnets for closure. I don't know if I'm going, I don't know what paper. See, I just don't know. I am using the Painted Fancy collection from Recollections. I do know that much. This is only 2 inches, so the last piece that I'm using is 2 inches instead of 2 1/4. My spines, both of them, this piece and this piece, again, is 2 1/4. And this is 2. So I need to get in my trash. I'm going to rotate